Hi everyone, welcome at the Social Trade Fair. We are on our last day, day 6, with another live stream. And this live stream is all about the company Floramor. Comes from Belgium, and as you can see, they have some amazing azaleas and clivias. I have to admit, it's not a product that I use a lot. To be honest, it will be the first time. But it doesn't matter, because good product, beautiful product, we can just create something with it and it will look good. So I'm going to start off relatively simple, I think. I have a bit of a classical container and a beautiful plant. I'm going to place it in. And of course this is not so difficult. And I'm going to add a few details. But before I do the details, I'm going to carefully bring some sticks into the pot. And I hope, of course, that you are watching and to inspire you. And if you have questions about the products, about the company, just let us know. If you just want to say hi, that's also good, because the Social Trade Fair is all about meeting each other, meeting products, meeting growers, novelties, getting inspired, asking questions. Everything is possible. So this is basically our first step. It's very easy, very simple. We can of course finish off the bottom part here. And I'm going to use the material that you probably, if you watched our previous live streams, see me use before. But I thought in this case probably it will give a nice effect. So I'm going to add a few more on the bottom part, a bit more on the edge. Really strong big plants, and I will, with the next design, I will show you a little bit the rooting system probably of the plants, because when I see plants like this, they probably have a really good and strong rooting system. So I'm adding the sticks, very simple. And then I have this material, I hope you can see it. Basically what it is, it's candle wax. And what I do is the little leftovers of candles, I all collect them. So I make sure I have a big box, throw in all the leftovers, you know, the ones, the little ones that you cannot burn anymore. And I melt them, and I can mix the colors. And then I have like an oven plate, and I pour in the melted candle wax. And just before it turns hard, I'm going to cut the shapes that I want. Later on I can use a drill to make a hole, and these are very nice details. And if you're a florist, this could also be very interesting to make another connection with your customers. For example, every customer that brings in 1 kilogram of leftovers can receive a discount on a bouquet or something like that. We're going to do it really simple, because it's such a solid and full plant, is that I can just place them on, and the plant and the leaves will hold it in place. Of course, we make sure that we don't damage the flowers. So here and there we have to make sure that we place the flowers a little bit to the side. And already I think it's a nice combination. Maybe for a lot of people this is more like an old-fashioned plant, same as the clivia. But old-fashioned plants are always cool to give them a new look and feel. I'm missing two, so I'm going to grab those. And I'm back. And doing something simple as this can draw attention. And that's basically what floristry is all about. We're basically drawing attention with beautiful products, trying to impress our customers, trying to impress our clients, and hoping that they will like it, love it, and buy it. So that's good for the florist and good for the grower. So this is one example of what we can do. Really cool. And again, if you have questions, let me know. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves. If you're watching, next one is going to be not really difficult, same as this. It's not difficult because we have a good product. Good products don't need a lot. And like I said before, these beautiful plants come from Floramor. It's a company from Belgium. Well, this is just a huge bouquet of flowers, and you will enjoy this. I mean, I cannot imagine people not liking this. It looks really cool. So what we're going to do is basically, I have this fabric on a roll. I'm just going to cut a piece off.
Do you recommend plant arrangement for residential purpose or events?
It can be both. It can be for events, because, well, events are always last minute in many cases. So when we have an event, the florist is always the one last to make the finishing touch and probably switches off the lights and closes the door. So last minute is also stress. And if we have plants like this, and already this is a huge impact, so for events, perfect. But also residential, this is just a beautiful product to use. And as you see me do many times last week during live streams, is I'm trying to make it easy. I'm trying to show you that a few elements, combining elements with plants or flowers, can already make a huge change. And that doesn't have to take you a lot of time in realizing that. And in many cases, something very simple can be just enough to give that atmosphere that you want or that your customer wants. So in this case, I'm just going through with the fabric, and that's no brain surgery. It's very easy. You cannot go wrong. And that's also, I think, important in floristry. Sometimes we tend to make it really difficult and try to reach something that's perfect. Well, it doesn't always have to be perfect. So just play with it, enjoy, create, learn, inspire yourself. And for me, like I said before, this is the first time that I really work with this beautiful product. And already, just by adding this simple fabric, it's giving me more ideas to do more with this beautiful plant. So I'm just going through, making a little connection with the material and the plant and the flowers. So someone is having a penalty here for putting on their phone. Really cool. You can add, for example, if you like, some sticks going through the fabric. So that could be a detail. What I always like to do is when I use techniques or use detail materials, that the material I use will allow me to take next steps. So this fabric now can help me in placing sticks. And I'm just doing a few in so you can see if you might like it or not. If you don't like it, then don't do it. That's that simple, and that's floristry. As a florist, we have to like what we do. And I always say, don't create something you don't like, because maybe your customer will like it, and you have to make it again. So always make what you like to make. Very simple, very effective. I have this like flexible bag with a liner in, so it's waterproof. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the clivia. And the clivia, like I said, many say this is an old-fashioned plant. Well, nowadays trends, old-fashioned plants are hot and happening. They have character, and it's just a matter of how to present them and how can I add something that changes the whole atmosphere around the plant. So in this case, I'm going to put in 2. Because of course we can sell 1 to a customer, but if we sell 2, probably better. The nice thing is the bag is flexible, so I can make it round or a bit more flat. And what I'm going to do is very simple. I have these walnuts. I'm just going to fill the bag with walnuts so it gets a very natural look and feel. This is cork, so this is very thin cork cover with a waterproof liner inside, so no problems there. Hope everyone is enjoying themselves, and again, if you have questions, just ask them. If you want to say hi, also good, no problem. I'm really going to exaggerate with the walnuts because I want you to see it and to experience and think, wow, funny. And these are walnuts that are very old, so they're not really tasty anymore. Then we can throw them away or we can give them a second life. If you like, you can make a little hole, put them on a stick going in between. You can even clamp them in between the leaves. Basically, you can do a lot of funny things. But for me, this is already enough. I like the simplicity, I like the character, the strong leaves, and of course, the flowers that will come here will make a really eye-catching design. Place it, well, I can place it here. Oh, it's okay. Okay, another one. Big glass container. And some slices of wood, some rustic wire, and some betula bark. And I saved the most tricky one for last. Something can always go wrong with live streams, so there's a big chance I can break this glass, cut in my hand, or do something else. I don't worry about it. Let's see if we can make this happen. Basically what I want to do is I want to give it a cover of the betula bark. And the tricky part is, of course, that the container has a smaller part down and a bigger, wider part up. So there is a chance it will slide. Let's see how it will go. Making it really rough, because I'm going to use this one, the high one on the stem. Very delicate, also because of the stem. And making it really tight. I'm helping myself by going on the edge of the table and then making a connection right here. I'm going to exaggerate, so I'm going to use more. And in many cases, you can just make a statement by adding some more material. Really rough, not too neat and too clean. And I know I'm not using the right wire, so never cut wire, metal wire with your scissor. So don't do what I do. Then I have some slices of wood, and I'm just going to place them in here. This one is tight. I'm just going to stack them up a little bit. Try to see if they can stay in an angle, and then I'm going to bring this huge one in. Let's see. I'm learning something because, of course, I said it's sliding off. But because I'm using the pot in this way, the pot also is a bit more wide than the container. So if I bring it up, then actually the plastic pot is holding my basilar bark. Well, that's for me always fun, because then I thought, cool, learn something. Really nice, high on a little stamp. We can add material, we can do some sticks in. In this case, I'm going to repeat what I've done before. Just throwing in some walnuts. Again, very simple, very effective. You can use things like this as detail, but I'm going to keep it really simple, really clean. And then we have this nice glass vase. We see wood inside in different angles, going up to bark, going up to walnuts, and then we have an explosion of flowers here. I think very cool. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. 4 designs, really quick, with some beautiful clivia plants and azalea plants from Floramor, company in Belgium. You have to check their website, see what they all do and what they all have. I'll showcase them a little bit. And then in a short amount of time, we have a really cool effect with beautiful products. So I hope you got inspired, hope you got some ideas, and see you next time. Bye-bye.